Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Andy and today we have the Aquarius reading for the month of December. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Welcome guys, I hope you guys are doing awesome. So we're going to jump right into your channel messages. I just started to receive them. Hopefully we can pick up a little bit more. First I was seeing a star. I heard the phrase star-crossed lover. So some of you guys actually may be encountering a significant counterpart for yourselves, and that's specifically going to be romantic for those of you that feel that way. This is going to be for the people that find themselves already in a connection. So this is specifically for Aquarius that you are either already dating someone, you're talking to someone, you're already romantically seeing someone. I'm getting that this month you are either going to have a realization or you've already lately started to kind of feel like an energy like, I think this is my soulmate. I feel really strongly. You feel very strongly and passionately towards someone. And I feel that the feeling is mutual for those of you that are asking that. I do feel that this person feels the same way that you do. What I'm also seeing is symbolic Christian symbolic Christian symbols. I don't know. I'm seeing like Jesus pinned on a cross. I don't know if that is of Christianity, if you follow that faith, or any of that those symbols are significant to you. Something to do with suffering, I'm hearing. I heard if he endured it, so can I. So some of you guys may be putting yourselves in situations where you are in some type of you're enduring a great level of suffering, and you're comparing it to the suffering of Jesus, of how he died for our sins, and you're kind of comparing, well, if he did it, I can do the same. I feel like some of you guys are very Christian, and not very Christian. You are Christian and you are very religious. So you are really trying to almost like embody the power of Jesus, of what he had to put through. So if he, sacrificed himself I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I was raised Catholic, so like I faintly know these stories. So forgive me if I'm wrong, because I kind of disengaged from that when I was 16, so it's been a while. But I'm pretty sure from what I remember, he died for our sins. So I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you might feel like you have to sacrifice a part of yourself, or you have to sacrifice something that's, what the heck is that? Or you have to sacrifice something, what is that? I don't know, there's some noise. I hope that you guys can hear it. But it's almost like you feel like to sacrifice a part of yourself, or you have to sacrifice something that's really, really big and important in order to have something, or in order to pursue something, or in order to allow something into your life. I feel like some of you guys may be feeling that way. Sorry, I just had to check the time because I go to work soon. Also, I saw a Christmas tree and family, and I feel like it was a reunion. So I feel like maybe because Christmas is coming up, I feel that some of you guys may finally have a reunion or reconnection with your family. Maybe some of you guys have felt very disconnected or distant from your family, or just loved ones in general. During Christmas or around these holiday times, you will have an opportunity in order to reconnect with whoever your loved ones are to, whether that's friends or family. We're gonna go ahead and get jump into your reading. I hope it's recording. I really want to get up and check if it's recording, but I'm gonna trust it. If it's not recording, it's my fault, because it should be recording. But I want to check. I do want to check. It is. Oh, why did I check? I should just trust myself. I knew it was recording. Okay, so we're gonna just get started with your reading. And what is going on? Oh no, I gotta shuffle one more time. What is going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the month of December? What is going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the month of December? I keep saying November. I said that in the last reading too. What is going on in the month of December for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So what's going on this month is disconnect. I feel like you guys feel very disconnected from friends, family, loved ones. You feel, I kind of feel like you feel like people are personally, I feel like you're being excluded from things, like gatherings, social outings, whatever it is. I feel like you may be excluded from certain events with your loved ones, and you feel that it's personal. Like you feel like they're personally keeping you out, and maybe they are, but you feel this way. You feel like people are not really trying to invite you to things. They're not really trying to be around your energy. They're not really trying to, or vice versa. You could be feeling this way as well, that you feel kind of sick of other people and you don't really want to be social. You're not in a very social place in this month of December. But what I'm getting specifically is that you're just actually some of you guys are actually just having a hard time connecting with people. A lot of you guys, you're very independent, I feel, and you guys have a hard time, like, depending. I feel like you guys are saying, like, I'm not like everyone else, how everyone else just depends on other people, which is true. I want to say a majority of people in this day and age do depend on other people for validation or for, whatever. And I feel like you realize that you are not one of those people, trust me, at all. You're like the complete opposite, and this is why I love Aquarius. But you're kind of like, well, I'm not like them. Like, I'm not like everyone else, how they all depend on, other people to validate the way that they feel or validate their existence or their self-worth. And then we have the Page of Swords. I feel like with this belief, though, I feel like I don't want to say ignorant, but you're a little bit off in thinking this, okay? I feel like you're thinking in this way for a reason, because it's almost like you're not assuming, but it's like, because I feel like you are thinking, I don't need to depend on others, so why do others depend on me? Kind of a thing. Or just like you're questioning why other people depend on other people, because you're like, well, I don't. And that's where I'm saying it kind of feels a little bit ignorant, because just because you are one way does not mean someone else is going to be that way at all. Especially, Aquarius, when I know that you acknowledge that you are very different from most people. And I also just feel like this is a little bit not social anxiety or social awkwardness, but this is just like, I feel like when you go to social outings, like, I feel like you try to connect, like, you try to engage in conversations, you say things, but it's almost like maybe when you say things or you do things, like you try to make a joke or something like that, no one laughs. Some things like that, you have difficulty actually interacting with other humans. It's not because you're the problem. It's not because they're the problem. It's just because energetically you're linking up with, you're going to social outings, you're interacting, hanging out with family, friends, lovers, whatever, people that are not energetically on the same level as you. It does not mean that you are better. It does not mean that you are worse. It does not mean that they are better. It does not mean that they are worse. We're all equal. It just means that energetically you're just vibrating at a different frequency and they just don't match up. That's it. It's just, all it is, it's two puzzle pieces that don't quite match up. Does it mean you should throw one away? No, because it's useful somewhere else. And does it mean that you should throw your piece away? No, because again, that piece is going to be useful somewhere else. It's going to be able to connect with another piece. Does that make sense? I like that analogy. Right, that's an analogy. Six of Cups. I feel like you guys are reminiscing or thinking about, you might have had like a past friendship or a past love or a past situation where you got along really well. Like maybe you had an old best friend, maybe you guys just disconnected or something like that. But I feel like you're rethinking your past, you're rethinking and revisiting, remembering your past relationships, your past friendships, any types of connections that you've had in the past. They're getting brought up to you. You're remembering them. Some of you guys may even be having dreams about people that you used to be connected with. And I feel like this is like you're reminiscing and you're longing for the feeling that those people gave you. It's not necessarily that, it's not necessarily that you are trying to reconnect with these people or you even want to reconnect with these people from your past. It's just that you're wanting that energy again of vibing and being with people that are on your level, that are on the same frequency as you. You miss that. I feel like you guys haven't, whoever you hang out with nowadays, it's people that are not on the same frequency as you. Again, no one's better, no one's worse. It's just not the same vibe. And you need to be surrounded by people that are on the same level as you. King of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, of Virgo energy could be dealing with one of those energies. I feel like for most of you, it's that you need a more practical way of thinking. So this is talking more so about your own internal energy. I don't necessarily feel that it's an external energy. For some of you, of course it is. Some of you guys could be befriending or connecting with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be a father figure to you as well. But like I said, it just, for most of you, it's just your mindset. You need to have a more logical, practical way of thinking things, because I feel like because you're reminiscing about past relationships, past connections, and because you're not in the mood to connect with people nowadays, you're just going to stop going out. You're going to stop socializing. You're going to stop whatever, and you're going to kind of isolate yourself and be kind of a lone wolf per se, which there is nothing wrong with that. But also, I personally feel, this is just my own personal perspective, that we thrive as beings when we are in connection with other beings. And I also am of the belief that we are always all connected anyways, energetically wise, but there is something to be said through actual physical connections with people here on Earth, because we are these infinite beings of light that are confined to this human experience. So when we actually try to engage and live up to and go to social outings and connect with people, physical, talk, laugh, hang out, whatever, when we do those, the physical aspect of it, it actually helps us connect energetically a little bit more as well. Because physicality, material things, it is an energetic frequency. Obviously, it's more dense, and that's why we're able to see it, touch it, feel it, smell it, whatever. With those perceptions, with our human perceptions, because it is a denser energy, but it's there, it's real. This isn't fake per se. There's just more to it than that. And then, like I said, for some of you, you could actually be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So reconnecting, or just connecting with that. For some of you, because it's followed by prior to this card was the Six of Cups. So this actually could be someone from your past that you're just reconnecting with. Or like I said, it's just you're connecting with someone that is very loyal. They're very trustworthy. I feel like you just might be encountering an energy. Just in general, Aquarius, you need to surround yourself with people that you trust. You need to surround yourself with people that you feel are truly authentic, are truly being authentically themselves. Because there's no time for fake-ish in 2020. We don't got time for that. Six of Pentacles. You need to put yourself in situations and connections that are equal, because this is talking about balance. This is talking about fairness and equalness, and it's really about give and take. So I give 50, you give me back 50. I give you 100, you give me back 100. It has to be equal, because when imbalance occurs, when we're doing 70-30, 80-20, when we're doing that imbalance, it creates imbalance within your soul as well, and it creates a lot of disruption there. And that is one thing. By putting yourself in connections or situations that are not equal, giving and taking, you equally giving and also equally receiving from whatever it is, person, anything, the imbalance that occurs will actually trigger you to not want to connect with people anymore. You're gonna be like, all right, well, this isn't fair, so you know what, I'm just done, I'm tired. Like, I feel like everyone I try to give to, like, doesn't give back to me, or blah, blah, blah. But remember that you allow yourself to be in those situations. So no one is putting you in those situations other than yourself, Once you realize and you see that someone is not giving as much as they should, that's when you should either, one, speak up and communicate, because sometimes it's really, most problems can be solved with just clear and open communication. But because that is something that a lot of people avoid, a lot of people nowadays are afraid of confrontation, or don't even really know how to go about confronting certain issues without triggering themselves or the other person, or reacting of a place of pure emotions, rather than actually trying to come to a clear understanding within each other, within the connection, so that it's equal for them, but it's also equal for you. That is something that people struggle with and don't even understand how necessary that really is. So just make sure that you're communicating things. If you feel like someone is not doing their part, let them know. I literally just had to sit down with my roommate yesterday, and I literally wrote down this long list of things, and I felt really bad, because I was like, it feels so aggressive, me coming in with a list and being like, hey, could you do this, this, and this? And it wasn't me telling her. I was just like, hey, you're staying here. I love you. I respect you, but I also love and respect myself and my space. And I feel like in order for me to feel like you're also respecting my space, is I need you to kind of maybe follow along or try to do a little bit more of these things, or try to just be more aware and mindful of these things. So sometimes it really just takes a conversation. Again, I have been in situations as well with a previous friend that I actually consider my best friend, where I had I think 2 conversations similar like that, where I was just bringing up boundaries and talking about, hey, like, you know, I don't like it when you do this, or hey, blah blah, this and this and this. And after that, you know, it still was not where it needed to be, so I just chose to walk away, because that's all I could do at the end of the day. And it was my choice, it was my decision, because I realized that I was the only person that held that power to make that decision. Because no one's gonna make a decision for you, Aquarius, and you know that. I know you know that. All right, so what else for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? 2 of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like because you guys are, maybe you don't know what it is that you want moving forward, but it's almost like I feel like I hear some of you guys saying, I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want. You guys are like, I don't know what I want, but I know what I do not want. And I do not want to be put in connections and situations that are unfair. I do not want to be socializing with, connecting with, interacting with friends, family, lovers that are not on the same page as me. I do not, you're longing for those past connections and what they gave you, not necessarily the people, but the idea and what they actually represented, which was just being on the same vibe as you, being on the same frequency as you. And with the 8 of Cups, because you have that realization of, I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want, and you look around and you're like, well, I don't want this, you're walking away, Aquarius. So you are going, most of you are actually going to be making the decision, and you're going to walk away because, like you said, you're not exactly sure of what it is that you want, in terms of like exactly what it is. Because I feel like for a majority of you, what you just want an equal give and take situation. You want a partner that equally gives and takes to you. You want a friend that equally and gives to you. You want family that equally and gives you. You want a job that equally and gives to you. You do what I'm saying? You want an equal give and take relationship. You want all of your relationships to be equal. Give and get in the form of giving and receiving between you and the other half of that relationship. And because you're having this realization and this understanding that you make the decision, this could also be this King of Pentacles energy, because the king makes the decisions, and this king, you know, when they make the decision, they make it. It's like when they put their foot down, their foot is down, the decision is made, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if people maybe do not like that you separate yourself, if people do not like that you cut them off, you're like, I don't care. I'm doing it because I don't want this. This is something I do not want, and I'm going in pursuit. I'm leaving this, and I'm going in pursuit of what I want, because I know that there is something better out there for me. You know that there's something better out there for you, for sure. I love this. I love this reading. All right, so we're gonna move along to what to watch out for. So here, Spirit is going to let you know what you need to be watching out for in the month of December. So this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of December. What does Aquarius need to watch out for? What does Aquarius need to watch out for in the month of December? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 2 more. Sorry, guys. What does Aquarius need to watch out for in the month of December? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh. Geez, these cards are falling all over the place. 7 of Cups in reverse. All that glitters is not gold. Be careful. It's not temptation, but I feel like you may be wanting to entertain multiple ideas, multiple people, multiple situations for the wrong reasons. I feel like there's a lot of things that are calling out to your attention right now. That's what it is. So, okay. So I feel like this month you are going to be cutting off people or distancing yourself from people or just disconnecting from certain relationships, situations, whatever, you're starting to put the distance there, you're starting to cut them off, you're starting to whatever, put that wall up, you're starting, you're starting to disconnect, right, from certain people or situations. Those people are going to be feeling it. They will feel like the disconnect, and it's almost like they might, I don't think they're going to try to persuade you, but let me clarify. Clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. So that tells me it's a lot more, there's a lot more to it. Okay, Three of Swords. Look at that. I love that Three of Swords. So Spirit is saying that people are going to be hurt by it, is what it is. So when you start to do this, people are going to be really, unfortunately, people are going to be, their feelings are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get hurt because they won't understand why. And you could explain it to them if you'd like. You absolutely do not have to, but they're going to feel hurt because they don't understand why. And this is a lesson for you to learn moving forward, that you have maybe felt this way about these people for a while, that you're not vibing on the same page, but you made yourself stay in those connections anyways. And that created a stronger, longer term bond and more false security on the other person's behalf. And then when you realize that, oh shit, I haven't wanted this in a long time. I feel like this is so unbalanced and so unfair, but I just stuck around to be loyal. And then you leave, or you distance yourself all of a sudden out of nowhere, and that person's like, what the fuck? So this is a lesson for you to learn moving forward, that when you find yourself in this situation, one, just try to be aware enough that you can avoid them altogether. But two, even if you're not, try to catch it earlier on. Try to realize, like, hey, you know what? This is not an equal give and take situation, and I'm not down for this. And then, cut it out then before you start to build long-term bonds with people. Because people, like we said earlier in the beginning of this reading, people get really attached and codependent on others for validation. And I know that you're not like that. So for you, it's no big deal to just walk away. It's no big deal to just, whatever, ghost or whatever you need to do. I'm not saying that you guys are ghosting. Some of you are, though, if I said that. You're not going to feel bad for doing those things, but just know that other people are going to feel really bad when you disconnect. So like, oh my God, I really cared about them. And maybe they do, but it's just you're not vibing in the same place. And it's not to say that you don't care about them either. It's just that you are being aware that you are not an energetic vibrational match with these people in these situations. And then we have the Six of Cups. Again, bum, bum, bum. Look at that. 2 Six of Cups in your readings, guys. So this is saying what to watch out for. So now I'm getting that previously may have been just a warning to watch out for someone or situations from your past popping up. Because I don't know what it was that I was saying earlier, but I just popped back to my head. I read something the other day that says, when something is about to die, it fights the hardest it can for its life. So it's true, when a narcissist starts to lose their control, they fight extra hard, they put in extra effort. When a manipulator notices that you are distancing yourself, they love bomb you, they give you all the attention, all the love, all the energy just to get you back under. They fight extra hard because they can tell that they're losing. And you can also tell this too, because if you've ever been at a low point in your life, you know that after that low point or that low period, it got so much better. If you have experienced that yet, if you're still in that low point, that low place, trust, it will get better if you believe it will. But for those of us that, like me, have gone through those periods, those dark night of the soul moments, those rock bottom moments, and you have come out, that it got better. You saw that it got better. And also know that in those rock bottom moments, you had to fight to the death, basically. For some of you, you may have actually had to do that, having to deal with some depressive, darker energies. I'm picking up for you guys. But when you're in those final moments of you feel like you're about to give up, you feel like everything's just ending and being done, you fight extra hard because you're like, no way I'm going to give up. No way I'm just going to let this end. You put in that extra fight, when you feel that things are going to end. And then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And I wasn't going to acknowledge this, but I see it and it's catching my eye. And then the Lovers in reverse is at the bottom of the deck as well. So you could be dealing with a soulmate connection, or were. That's what this past energy is. Queen of Cups. This could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You could have that in your chart, or you could be dealing with that. I feel like for most of you, you're dealing with that. Watch out for this person. I feel like this person, you may have had some type of an affair or relationship in the past with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or water sign energy. This person is very intuitive. This person does magic, so they could be like a witch, or they could call themselves a wizard, but they're all witches. They do some type of like magic and scrying. I'm getting specifically, they get a bowl of water, or they have, or they look into their crystals, but they do some type of scrying, not to spy on you, but to look at this situation. So I feel like I see them like, I don't know, doing some type of ritual, and then they're trying to get information about what this connection was, because maybe they felt like it was something, maybe it is something, because the Lovers is here. Maybe it is some type of a divine connection, whether it's karmic, twin flame, soulmate, whatever the label you want to put on it. It may have been something, but you feel that it was unequal. I feel like you gave a lot to this connection, or vice versa, they gave a lot to you. Someone gave more than the other person, and someone was just really in it for like the ego boost. It could have been the other person, it could have been you. I'm not going to place that anywhere, you know where it should be, but someone definitely just liked to, someone either liked to have you around, or you liked to have someone around just to have your ego stroked, you know, just so that they could make you feel good about yourself, and vice versa, just so that you could make them feel good about themselves. I feel like that person was insecure, and maybe still really is. I feel like there's a lot to them. They could be a very powerful, confident person if they chose to be, but they're processing information, and they're acting out of a place of ego. They're acting through their ego, not through their soul. I don't feel like this person is like evil or toxic. I just feel like there's a lot of work. There's a lot of self-work that this person needs to do on themselves, whether it is you or the other person, before you or the other person is able to really dive deep into an intimate connection. And that's why, even though it may have felt right, even though it may have seemed right, and that's why I got star-crossed. Look at, didn't I say, look at this. Can you guys see this? I hope you can see it. The stars, look at them. Two people, a perfect pair, and look at the stars. Star-crossed lovers. Did I not say that? That was for your channeled message. Star-crossed lovers. I feel like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna say this and we'll leave it here and we'll keep going, but just because I had this realization about a very intimate and special connection that I was in with someone as well, that I believed was my twin flame. So I still kind of do, you know. I'm just kind of trying to let it go, but I believe that I met someone, and this could be how you feel, so this is what I'm sharing. I believe that I met someone that we were supposed to be together. We were meant to be together in this life, but because they made very different choices than what I made, we were unable to fulfill that path, to fulfill that contract that we decided before we incarnated here on Earth. You may feel the same way. You may feel like it was supposed to be, like what was wrong, it should have been, or the other person feels this way, that it should have been, that it was going to be, but it ended up not working out, either because of the choices you made or they made, or both of you just decided that you wanted something different instead, and that's okay. It's okay to want something different, guys. And I feel like most likely it's you that wanted something different, because like I said, we have the Six of Cups twice, and especially here to watch out for, and this Queen of Cups to watch out for. So I feel like Spirit is just telling you to just let it go. If this person comes back, don't entertain it, just let it be. Like I said, most of you, it's not the person. Here, this is where this is. It's not the person that you're really missing, it's the connection, it's the feeling, you know? Because maybe this person vibed on the same level as you, but I don't think that they do anymore. And that's sad, but it is what it is, and you gotta do what you gotta do and what you want to do with that information. If you wanna revisit that connection, revisit the connection. If you don't. You do what you want to do and do what you have to do for yourself. I don't even feel like I have to tell you guys that, because I feel like you're like, I'm already doing it. But just know, because I feel like that person may pop back up around Christmas time as well. All right, so what is the message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Aquarius in the month of December. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, one card already fell out. I wonder what it is. Ooh. I love this. This deck is like my newest deck that I got. It's called The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, who I believe was a poet or some type of a writer, and then they turned his like poems or writings, quotes, and they transformed it into this oracle deck, and the art is so beautiful. So it says the number's 30, so the number 30 or the number 3 could be very significant for you in the month of December. It says, let your best be for your friend, and the subject is friendship. So I feel like because we see this theme of there has been kind of this, what do we have? The 3 of Pentacles in reverse at the beginning of your read. So having that difficulty with connecting with others, not being in connections or relationships that are equal give and take. I feel like this is saying that you need to save the best parts of you for those special people, right? I feel, Aquarius, that you may, because earlier I think I said like you go out, you try to make jokes, but no one gets them. It's because those people are not vibing on your level, and you need to save those parts of yourself, save those special parts of yourself, your humor, your wit, your loves, save those special aspects of yourself that are so unique to you, Aquarius. Save those parts for when you find your soul tribe, for when you find your soulmate, for when you find your soul family, when you find and surround yourself with the people that are energetically a match for you, that vibrate on the same level as you. When you find those people, that's when you can share yourself. That's when you should share yourself a little bit more intimately, because I feel like this is very intimate, sharing on an intimate level, like on a really deep level. So certain parts of yourself should be saved for you and these special people only. They shouldn't, parts of yourself shouldn't be just for everyone. And in that way, you're able to more equally give to those special relationships, those soul connections, with people that you really connect with on a soul level. Because if you're giving, all aspects of yourself to every connection you have, and you realize that not every connection you have is an equal give and take, is, a true soul connection, then when you find that soulmate, when you find that best friend, or when you find the people that vibrate on your level, you're not able to give to them equally, because you're giving some of that special energy that you hold to other people that are not on the same energy plane as you, that are not on the same vibration as you. So then that will create imbalance with connections that, again, could be really true and genuine. And I feel like maybe you've already experienced this, where people in the past you were unable to really connect with because some of your energy was being given to people that it shouldn't have been to, and that's okay. You can't change anything that was in the past, but you can change what you do now in the present and moving forward. Archangel Michael sends his blessings, and he wants you to know that he is protecting you and watching over you. The color blue would be really, really good for you to surround yourself with, whether you wear it or have a lot of blue decorations, or just allow yourself to be surrounded by the color blue. Setting up an energetic bubble or barrier around your aura and envisioning that the color is blue would really help you as well. Praying to Archangel Michael if that is something that you are into as well. I feel like I said, I feel like a lot of you guys are Christian, are very religious, so Archangel Michael could actually really resonate with you. He's watching over you, protecting you, trying to keep you safe, and he wants you to feel safe enough that you can open yourself up to those people that are right for you and be vulnerable and intimate with them. He wants to let you know that when you find the soul tribe that you're looking for and you feel it, he wants you to know that you will be in a safe place where you can be intimate and be authentically yourself without worry of them judging you or anything like that. He wants to reassure you that that will not happen when you find those real connections, but it's up to you to he's letting me know that it's your job though to discern which are the right connections for you, which aren't the right connections for you. All right, that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If it resonated with you, please let me know in the comments down below, because I really like to read them and I like to know what you guys are experiencing. I think that is it. I can't believe that we're already at December. If you liked the video as well, please give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know what you guys like and what you guys don't like. Subscribe for more if you liked my style of reading. And if you want to book a personal session with me one-on-one, I offer those pre-recorded videos where I just send you a link and you can watch it anytime. But I'm also now offering them with live sessions, and those will be held over Skype or Zoom. And if you want to know how to do that, that's in the description box below how to contact me for that. And I think that is it. Take care of yourselves, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next month.